Hey everyone, it's Beth from Adaptive Knitter, and I'm continuing my series on Ask Me Anything. Someone asked in one of the posts that I made if I have any pain, if I deal with pain on a daily basis or a continuing basis. I want to say that I am extremely lucky that my pain is very minimal. At different points of the year, it gets worse at times. And it gets more severe, but then it ebbs and it flows, and sometimes it's bad, sometimes it's not so bad. I'm very lucky that most of the time I don't have very much pain at all. I have arthritis in all of my joints, so in my wrist joints, in my knuckles, in my elbow. My elbow gets pretty bad sometimes, and then in my shoulder, as well as bursitis in my shoulder. So when the pressure is really high, like if we're gonna have a big storm, I get achy. If it gets really cold, so February is a really hard month for me. My arm just kind of throbs for about a month and a half. I take over-the-counter meds if it gets really bad. Otherwise, a little heat pad, a little steamy heat works wonders. A rice sock wrapped around my elbow or thrown over the shoulder while I'm typing. That does a lot to help ease the pain a little bit. But in the summer months, really, unless there's a really big storm system coming in, I am relatively pain-free, and I'm very, very grateful for that. I know that that is not the same for everyone, and boy, those that live with chronic pain, that is something in and of itself to get through. So, you know, I hope that me talking a little bit about this encourages you to think about that when you're talking to people, and give people a little bit of grace when they are dealing with a lot of pain. Think about the last time that you had a headache or a twisted knee or ankle or something like that. Think about your mindset during that time that you are dealing with that pain. When I have a headache, I am grumpy. I am not a fun person to be around. I want to sit in the dark. I don't want to have a conversation. I just wanted to deal with it and make it go away, and then I can move on. I'm sure that you can relate. Now think about that kind of a pain all of the time. That's just your normal, that's your regular everyday. And having to be able to communicate with people in a positive way, I mean, that can be real tough. Give people a little bit of grace if you know that they are dealing with chronic pain. The grumpiness might not be because they are not a happy person. It might be because their energy is put towards dealing with something a little larger than maybe you can understand at that moment. So think about that the next time that you're talking with someone and they're maybe just feeling a little off that day. Think about how you feel when you're feeling a little off. Again, I'm super grateful that mine is not chronic. Mine is not all the time. The ebbing and flowing really, I'm just grateful. And I know that that changes as I get older. I get more and more of the ebb and less of the flow. But it's still manageable, and I still can maintain a pretty active lifestyle. So, all right, keep asking those questions. I want them to keep coming. By the way, over the weekend I did not post, but I took the time and I went and I started putting these videos up on YouTube. So if you search for Adaptive Knitter on YouTube, I'm throwing those up there, and I'm putting them all in a playlist called My Lucky Fin, a nod to the Lucky Fin project. For those of you who don't know, Lucky Fin refers to Finding Nemo. He has a little fin, and that's, you know, your limb difference. Sometimes people call that their lucky fin. So I just thought it was cute. So My Lucky Fin is the name of the folder, or playlist rather, on YouTube, but you can find me over there as well as at adaptiveknitter.com. All right. See ya.